What's up, YouTube? I'm going to keep this one very short. I have been listening to the conversation between Willie Peep, Soul and Black. I've been reading the comments and whatnot. Here's how I feel. A couple of you guys have asked me what's my take on what's been going on. Here's how I feel. Obviously, when you want something to change, you have to identify the people who can make that change happen. Simply put, you have to identify that group. But within that group of people that can actually bring about the change that I guess people are looking for, you're going to have two groups of people. You're going to have ones that see the vision from the word go. So there's nothing laid out, but they see the vision. So they're on board 100%, let's go, right? But then you're going to have people within that group who don't see the vision, right? And they're very pessimistic. Not one of those saying no just to say no, but they have legit reasons to why they are pessimistic. Just like the people who are optimistic, they have their own legit reasons. So it's not about somebody being right, somebody being wrong. It's just more so, I believe this way, right? Respect how I feel, right? So if you want me to hop on board, you have to convince me, right, of otherwise. You have to prove me wrong and actually let me know that what you're trying to do actually works. Because I don't think it can work, and here's my proof, here's my evidence. But prove to me otherwise, and I'll be more than willing to take part in what you're trying to do. That is life. I've been part of, different activities or different responsibilities or whatever you want to call it, where I saw the vision and there was really nothing laid out. So I was already sold. I was very optimistic. You didn't have to tell me much because I got it. Other times, I've been on that pessimistic tip because I have my reasons to why this isn't worth my time or, why I shouldn't get involved. And unfortunately, a lot of the times when I feel that way, I am right. But I'll be the first one to admit that there had been times where I initially thought that something wasn't going to work, but then I got proved wrong, and then I was like, well, let me hop on and see what I can do, right? So how do you do that? Those who really feel optimistic about what they're trying to do, right, they have to go out and get something done and give me something tangible. The only way that I'm going to change how I feel, right, and want to hop on board is if you give me something tangible. Show me that it can actually work. Obviously, it's not going to be something large scale, but show me that on a smaller, minor scale, you got X, Y, and Z done, right? And then we can go back to the drawing board. This whole idea that, we can only help out the black community when we have this, 100% commitment from everybody, that's not going to happen. Ideally, that would be great, but it's not going to happen because, like I said, you're going to have people within the group who have legit reasons to why they're not trying to hop on board. So it's up to the ones that do feel like by doing certain things to the black community, it can change for the better. Then other people will hop on and say that, okay, I see you actually were able to produce results, so I'm going to hop on. Obviously, once again, it's going to be small scale, but you have to do something. I do get tired of people coming on talking about what we can do for the black community. Okay, get shit started. Go in there and see what can be done. Take you and the other people who feel like you feel, show us something. Obviously, it's not going to be large scale, but show us you can do something. Show us that you can have some sort of business or service that's actually working, whereas it's helping the community, it's helping you out, You're getting what you want out of it, the community's getting what they want out of it, and it's definitely an asset to that community, and then after some time, it will catch on. When you report what you've done and all the success that you've had to those that have been pessimistic, they're going to say, shit, let me hop on. Right? It's not going to be all of them, but some of them are going to say, I'm going to hop on. Then guess what? You're going to get a little bit bigger. Then that group is going to say, look at what we were able to do. Last year, or the last 2 years, we had one business. Now we have 3. Then you take those findings, come back to the rest of the group that's feeling pessimistic, and you're telling them, look at what we did in 5 years. We have 3 businesses that are working. We're getting what we want. The community's getting what they want, blah, 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 blah. Then they're going to come through. So it's going to be slow, and gradual. But it's going to start with those who feel passionately about it. I get tired of people coming on talking about what we need to do. You feel so passionately about it. Get shit done. I've heard enough people talk about what can happen in the black community. Okay, link up with other people who feel that way and get the party started. But you're not going to have, this big-ass support, right? And go off and, do what you have to do. It doesn't happen that way. Even if you wanted to, let's say you're working for a university and you wanted funds to do some sort of research or some experiment, what's going to happen? Before they give you that grant or those, that money, they're going to ask you, well, do you have any preliminary evidence to show that there is a strong chance that what you want is going to work? So you have to present something and they're like, listen, this is what we were able to do. It was very small in scale, but we do believe that with more money and funding, we can take this example and grow it. And that's how it works. That's a part of life. You're always going to have people who can help, but they're going to be pessimistic. Everybody who can help isn't going to be gung-ho. Everybody who can help isn't going to see the vision before the blueprint is laid out. So it's literally a waste of time. Because like I said before, everybody has their own evidence and everybody can back their shit up. You know what I mean? It's credible. I've heard credible arguments from both sides of the coin, but it doesn't take away from how I feel. If anything, because people have asked, yes, I do side with the Willie Peace of the world on this one. Right? Not because of some stereotype. I didn't grow up in, that sort of environment, but I work in one. And I've been working one for the last, even through college, I was still in the same school district that I work for now. So for the last, 8 years, I've been working with black people from lower income communities for the last 8 years. So a lot of my viewpoints come from that, right? So anyways, I think I've said everything that I need to say. People are entitled to feel how they want to feel. If you want to get people to help, show them that it can work. Simply put, show them it can work. And that's about it. Let me know how you feel. Y'all take it easy. God bless. Once again, there's nothing stopping those who feel gung-ho from linking up and going in and doing something at a small scale level. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing stopping them, right, from linking up. But don't use the whole, because black people across the board aren't, gung-ho about it, well, we can't move forward. Yeah, you can move forward. You can move forward. It's going to be small scale, but you have your small scale success. Let us know how it did, right? Let us know how it went, and then you can come back and say, listen, look at what I've been able to do. With your support, look at where we can be, right? And then you're going to slowly build up the support that you need to have this sort of major shift in the black communities that really need it. So that's my vid. Y'all know the drill. God bless.